return to Dynamic Campaign from Dragon's Concord. My name is Sean, and I'll be running the game today. We're going to start off in the Menagerie. Today we have Nick.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Yost. I'm a storyteller here at the Dragon's Concord. I've been imprisoned in this room.
Whoops. We'll meet the rest of the players as we go and get them introduced in their characters. So, tell me about your character. Who are they? Where are they from? What do they do? Tell me all about them.
So, Tiberius Corm is a servant of the deity of Kas, the Lord of War and the Lord of Laws. Born and raised in the city and the city-state of Menagerie.
And where is that?
Well, Menagerie is located on, I don't have the map on me, but it is a Italian-esque peninsula town, very culturally significant. It is a rising military power after it had been beaten back by its rival, the nation of Zarthage. Mediterranean, very warm countryside, a very professional army, and Tiberius Corm was a member of the Menagerie army before he was brought into, and he is an elf, before he was brought into a organization known as the Order of Damocles, which is a pseudo-religious order that is designed to ensure that rulers of nations uphold and follow their own code of laws.
So, what does he do on a day-to-day basis? Is he working in the military? Is he just going around town bullying people?
So Tiberius spends most of his days doing the legwork for the order. Typically that involves filling documents, data entry, talking with certain representatives and ambassadors to the to the city of Menagerie. However, on certain occasions, Tiberius is sent out to tribes and clans and smaller townships in order to ensure that the reign of tyrants or the flagrant breaking and dismantling of the rule of law in certain nations is dealt with a divine punishment. But that hasn't happened in quite a while.
So you're basically being sent out as the strong arm to either the book nerd or the strong arm to deal with problems as the need arises.
Yes, it is. The order promotes the idea that if you can solve an issue by writing it, you should do that. However, it helps carrying a sword too.
I like it. Mm-hmm. So what has he been doing the last couple of years?
The last couple of years for Tiberius has actually been pretty hectic.
Mm-hmm.
Given world events, Tiberius has been brought back into the army. He was a retired...
Sorry, world events?
Within the last couple of months, from Tiberius's knowledge, there was some sort of cataclysm that befell the city of Zarthage.
Mm.
And as such, Tiberius has been brought back into the army. He has been reconscripted with a promise of a greater retirement fund. He was given some amount of farmland when he previously retired from the military, but he is being promised more rewards. And as such, and now in the military, he is a arm of the order in ensuring that, while it may not be rulers who he is trying to oversee and make sure are following, rule of law and their code of conduct, it has now turned into more of a military police.
Okay, so you're dealing with other members of the military maybe getting a little bit uppity, thinking they can overthrow this section, that section, gaining power.
Yes.
Okay.
He is not liked in the camp.
I wonder why.
He is a hard ass.
Mm-hmm.
But he genuinely is trying to make sure that everything is fair and just, which is his biggest trait and his worst, making sure that everything is just.
Or else. Got it. Okay.
The authority that he has to do so is from the order, which has been respected in Menagerie for a couple of years. It is around 25-year-old institution, so it has some legitimacy backing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mainly a thing of like, hey, Tiberius is the representative. Don't make us send more.
Okay.
And to help him along his way is a blade that was given to him by the order for all of the members who go into a martial profession. They receive a blade that has been infused by the remnant powers of the worshippers of Kas. Typically, they are military leaders or leaders in general, very just figures. And for him, he has the blade of Optimus.
Is there more about this blade?
It was a blade given to him by his mentor. Optimus was the name of a clan leader to the north of Menagerie, one of the disorganized tribes, who was just, kind, and fair, followed the rule of Kas, and unfortunately, like most members or most blades of the Order of Damocles, he was befallen and cooed and assassinated by his peers.
And then reborn into the sword?
By the power of Kas.
Anything else you want to tell me about him?
About Optimus? He is a cunning individual, but he typically does not, he has very little wiggle room when it comes to mercy. As in, when you are wronged by your enemies, there has to be an equal punishment.
Fair enough.
Tiberius doesn't share the same mindset, however. Their partnership allows for a decent amount of conversation and debate.
Okay. Anything you want to tell me about the rest of your character?
Tiberius is a widow who he lost due to plague when he was off on campaign. Aside from that, he is just another judge of the order.
Fair enough. So, one of the days you've been having, it's been relatively quiet around camp. There hasn't been much in the way of issue, or at least you have not heard of much in the way of issue. Those issues that have arisen seem to just be quelled by the mention of, well, we'll get one of the enforcers, and then it's just kind of stopped at that point. Much better. So it's been a couple of, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, and you've just had your head down, going through all the paperwork, all the bookwork, all of the day-to-day stuff you needed to do. And then one of your underlings comes in, and just assume staying in a building.
It is more of a it is a permanent tent.
Okay.
What is that, pavilion?
You'll hear a bit of a commotion outside, and after a few minutes, one of the guards at the pavilion tent, sir, there's a man here to see you, a messenger.
Very well. Tiberius puts his quill away.
The thick, heavy canvas gets pulled back as a nervous-looking man in little more than peasant robes comes in. Looks like he's been more than beaten and bruised. Some recent, some healed. So it's been happening for a fair amount of time. Seems very nervous, clutching at his hat as he kind of stumbles in. They told me I needed to speak to you, sir.
Who are you?
Alfarius, sir.
Alfarius.
My family runs a small inn down the road. A little bit of land, we make some wine. He seems kind of bright and starts to go off on his, we do this thing, let's say, on marketing, and he kind of realizes who he's talking to and where he is, and he very quickly goes back to, oh, sorry, yes, it's just a small villa down the way. There have been some issues, some brigandry happening, and it happens a little bit here and there, but they said they were with the military and with you guys, and I'm not really quite sure, and when I questioned them, they destroyed about 3 years worth of stock.
These individuals who assaulted you, they were...
Yes.
Were they like the... I gestured over to one of the guards who was guarding the pavilion. Were they dressed like that?
Similar, sir, but they didn't have any medallions or marks of rank. I didn't want to believe it, and I was worried if I came in, I would be blamed for all of it.
I look over to one of the guard. Your inn, it's just down the road, you say?
It's a couple miles down the road.
Very well. Flavius, make sure that his wounds are tended to.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
I will be making my way down to the inn.
Oh, thank you. He'll give you directions to go down to this, go down to that. There's the sign, etc., etc. By foot, by horse, it's going to be maybe a half hour by horse and longer by foot.
I'll requisition one of the horses from the camp.
Sure. Not a problem. The ride down to the villa
I also tell them where I'm going.
Oh, good. The ride down to the villa is quiet, it's peaceful. You've been down these roads more often than not. This particular villa doesn't... Knowledge local.
Knowledge local.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's going to be a 18.
Do you have any ranks in it?
No.
Cool. So you're not quite sure, you don't remember hearing about any villa down this part of the road? And he didn't give you a name of the villa, he just mentioned the directions. But there's a small side road, and these side roads pop up from time to time, little more than a dirt path walked through the woods. But you turn your horse down, and you make your way down there. It's a nice, quiet little ride in the afternoon sun. Trees are swaying, birds are chirping. It's a nice, quiet place. And then it just starts to get a little bit heavy. I don't know if that's the right word or not. It's just not quite an oppressive atmosphere, but just that tingle on the back of your neck. Sense motive.
Am I? I don't think my dress will be able to give me the +2 for sense motive.
Probably not.
1 second. Sense motive. Okay. Ooh, it's gonna be a 9.
Something's weird, but you're not quite sure. Perception check.
I'm a lot better at those.
Good.
Perception. Natural 20 plus 8. So
Cool. You don't hear anything. No birds. A rustle of a tree here and there, but no birds chirping, no animals running through the underbrush. And in this part of the area, that very rarely happens.
I'm gonna put my hand on the hilt of my scimitar and look behind me.
Perception check. Actually, I'll roll with the 28.
Okay.
You do glance at least a part of one of the pauldrons of the same kind of armor that your guards wear. And as you look behind you, you just see it just quietly roll by behind a tree.
I'm gonna hop down off my horse.
Okay?
And holding onto the reins.
Mm-hmm. Keep walking or keep standing there.
I'm standing there with my head on a swivel.
Okay?
I'm putting my back to the... I'd rather the horse get shot than me.
That's fair. One more perception check for you.
That's going to be a 6 plus 8, so 14. Yep.
As you're kind of looking around, you do see one man kind of come up from what would have been in front of you, wearing the same kind of guard armor that your guards wear. But it looks a little less well kept, a little more has been on campaign, has not been back to an armor in a while.
Mm.
And it's none of the men you recognize.
Is it just one guy walking up towards me?
One guy walking towards you. Evening there, sir. You don't often see commanders down this way. What can we do for you?
I heard that there was some sort of banditry going on down this road. I came to investigate personally.
Well, as you can see, there's nothing here but us. I don't see any issues.
How many us are there?
Well, myself and Aurelius, and he's down the road. I think he's probably asleep at this point.
What company do you hail from?
4th company, sir.
You were stationed on this road for
A few weeks now.
what's
We move around regularly.
you scouts?
Sir?
Who's your commanding officer?
Captain Osiris?
I'm gonna do sense motive on him.
Go right ahead.
You +2 to this because of my armor.
Your armor makes you paranoid. I love it.
My armor does make me paranoid.
That's right.
Sense motive. 17.
Yeah, none of this tracks.
Hmm.
He's not wearing scout armor, he's wearing guard armor. Scout armor's gonna be a lot lighter, a lot more mobile, more pockets, more carrying capacity, things like that. He would just have guards just on the like none of this is tracking.
Mm-hmm. And is your friend behind that tree also on scouting duty?
I'm sorry, my what?
Mm-hmm. Is he armed?
He's got a glide set aside.
I just have my hand on my scimitar. What did you say your commander was again?
Oh, fuck this! As he whistles.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
Alrighty. That is a very good initiative. 23.
Ooh, that's a good initiative. So, you have him. You have about 20 feet away, because it's a conversation, but it's not quite approaching. You, horse, and then the guy behind you is about another 20 feet away. That one are the ones that you've seen.
Okay.
You got the drop on him. What are you doing?
I'm going to... Just bear with me.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to draw my blade. Optimus, I need you. And I'm going to lash out at this this individual next to me, and I'm going to cast...
The one that's 20 feet.
the one that's... oh, is he not... I thought he was
20.
standing.
You, horse, 20.
Yeah, so I'm going to draw my blade and walk forward towards him,
Mm-hmm.
letting go, holding onto the reins.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to walk forward and slash him.
You go ahead, make an attack roll.
So first I'm going to...
He hasn't even drawn his blade yet.
Okay, well... First I'm going to pump a shocking grasp through it. So I need to roll...
Roll to hit.
well, first I need to do arcane spell failure, right?
Are you wearing armor you're proficient with, and doesn't it not say that you don't need to roll arcane spell failure?
I have a 5% chance.
You're wearing light armor?
Yeah,
You're a magus?
yes.
Then almost certainly not.
Okay, then never mind.
This is what maguses do.
Alright, I'm going to try and hit him. So... that's going to be 25 to hit.
Full damage.
Okay. I'm only using a first level of shocking grasp, so
Oh, only a first level shocking grasp.
only a first level shocking grasp. So let me grab. First, I'm gonna roll the damage. Of my
It raises by your level. Shocking grasp is going to be
plus it's empowered, so 3d6 times
it's going to be, isn't it a d6 per level, shocking grasp?
d6 per level.
So you're 5th level, aren't you?
I'm a 5th level. Let me check. Let me open up shocking grasp.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, everyone. This is my first time playing Pathfinder. Shocking grasp.
Mm-hmm.
You successfully melee touch attack, which I can send through my sword, per caster level,
Which is 5.
which is 5, so maximum of 5d6.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then it's empowered, so it's 5d6 times 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
So first I'm going to roll the damage of my scimitar,
Mm-hmm.
which is maximum damage, so that's 14 from the scimitar.
Uh-huh.
And then 4, 8, 13 plus 6 or half, so 19 plus was the 19 plus 14, so
Uh-huh. You woke up, you call to your sword, you draw it, you begin muttering your spells under your breath, and as the man is reaching for his sword, you are still in his face, you cut it to him, and he just falls down shaking.
anyone else? You're more than welcome to surrender.
Make an intimidate check.
I don't think I'm good at those.
Then give me charisma. If You don't have any ranks, just straight charisma.
Intimidate. Actually, I am good at intimidate.
I figured.
Oh, well, I roll a 1, so.
Does not fail.
So that's a 7.
As you turn around, you see an arrow fly right over the horse. Top of the round. And
How far away from me? So I moved 20 feet.
unfortunately, it's you, horse, and then somewhere back here is the dude.
Okay.
As you come around the horse, you see the guy start trying to hide behind the tree. Not very well. He's going to be 40 feet away.
40 feet? All right. Well, I have 35 feet of movement.
You can charge.
I can't charge.
Going straight line, plus 2 to hit, minus 2 AC.
Yep, I'll do that.
Cool. Are you doing either shock and grasps, anything like that?
Not for this one. I need one alive. Plus 2 to hit. So that's going to be 17?
That's going to hit. He
Alright.
doesn't have a whole ton of armor on him.
That's not super great, but that's going to be 10 points of damage.
He's still up.
Okay. And I'm doing, I want to try and do non-lethal damage, if that's possible.
On the next hit you can, minus 4 to hit.
Okay, that's fine.
Weapon's not built for,
Pommel strike. All right.
basically. Cool. He just has a bow. He's just going to try and punch you. This man is not entirely sure what to do. His whole career is based off of what that now dead guy tells me to do. So, he's going to try and punch you, which means he's going to provoke attack of opportunity, which means you can stab him again if you want.
Sure. Is this creature chaotic alignment?
Is it an automatic or a thing you have to activate?
I have vigilance, which means I get plus 2 AC bonus for creatures who are chaotic.
Chaotic alignment or chaotic outsiders?
Chaotic alignment, I'm pretty certain.
You're getting it.
Okay, so just wanted to get that cleared.
We'll double check, it's fine.
And this is a opportunity attack,
Mm-hmm.
so that's going to be 18.
Hits.
Minus, or is it to damage?
Minus 4 to hit.
4 to hit, so that instead of 18, it's 14.
That will miss.
That will miss, okay.
Cool. And he's just going to try and slug you. This man's trying desperately to... You ever have like a toddler just kind of slap you in the chest?
Yeah.
He just kind of goes, ah, poof.
Look down at him. Look over at him.
This man has unfortunately hit fight or flight. There's not a whole lot of like sitting and talking left. It's your turn.
All right.
The horse is just sitting behind you like,
Chewing on some cud.
I'm a horse.
I'm a horse.
I wonder if I should take up that communism thing I've been hearing about from horses.
I'm a horse man. 15?
With the minus 4?
Yeah, with the minus 4.
That'll hit.
All right. I'm not doing shocking grasp.
Because that will be lethal damage.
That would be lethal. Shit. 13.
Damage?
Yes.
You just come up and just pummel strike him on the forehead and he just
That's not how you hit someone. This is how you hit someone.
drop like a sack of shit.
Mm.
Perception check.
That's a natural 20, so that's a 28.
You do hear a couple of individuals scurrying rapidly through the underbrush. There's at least 3 more of them.
Running away?
Mm-hmm. In 3 different directions.
Oh. Sheath my sword. Look at the guy beneath me. Does he even look like he has any amount of soldiering, like, profession? Kind of, sort of, not really?
He had like an afternoon at boot camp.
Gotcha.
He was probably more a hunter than anything else. He's not bad with a bow. You just close distance way too quick on him. But no, not a soldier. The other man probably was a soldier at some point. He just carried himself more like a soldier. This man looks like just a hired thug.
I'm going to walk over to my horse,
Mm-hmm.
pull out my spider silk rope.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hog tie the unconscious dude.
Not a problem.
Throw him over the back of the horse, and I'm going to pilfer through the pockets of the other guy that I killed.
He doesn't have much. Some trail rations, some odds and ends, a couple of just personal accoutrements. His weapons are crap. His armor is crap. He does have some coin on him, though. maybe it's going to be about 6 copper, 8 silver, and 4 gold.
Okay. Any like identification papers or whatever?
Surprisingly not. One of the coins, however, is a little bit odd. It's not of any stamp you've seen in any of your travels. Simply an odd coin.
What a curious symbol.
Feels real. Feels solid. Knowledge nobility, knowledge local, knowledge geography, knowledge history, any and all of the above if you wish.
Knowledge planes?
That is not a demon coin. Pretty sure on that.
Well, I don't have all the ones you listed are not my specialty, so we'll see. 11.
Do you have any ranks in that knowledge?
In
Whatever knowledge you just rolled.
local, no.
Then you max out at 10.
Okay.
It's no coin from around here. It is no noble coin. It's no heraldry you've seen from any of your travels. It is simply an odd coin.
Strange. Very strange. I'm gonna hop back on the horse
Sure.
and keep going down the road.
Oh, what road? You turn the corner and it's just trees. Path's there behind you, but there's nothing down that road.
What a strange place. Get back on the horse and turn around.
Road's there. Crispy guy's still there.
I'm gonna take the body and the unconscious guy with me.
Sure. Head on back to
camp. Yeah.
Not a problem. You get on back, and the 2 guards you had left behind seem a little bit odd as you approach them. Sir, the injured man, we don't quite know where he went.
You took him to the infirmary, correct?
Yes. We brought him there, and the medic said he'll take care of them, and then we talked to the medic, explained what was going on, and the man was gone. No one's seen him around camp. We're just not entirely sure where he went.
It's very strange. I found these 2 brigands here. I killed one and captured the other.
Well done, sir.
Yes. They were taking on the guise of, as you can see, they're taking on the guise of members of the military. Bury that one. See if you can find out where they stole, what company they stole the armor from.
Yes, sir.
And I'm bringing this one into my tent.
Sir. You bring him in.
Let me know if you see the injured man again.
Of course, sir.
Hop off the horse. Get my stuff off of it. Bring the injured man with me. Set him down in a chair.
How kind of you.
Pour some wine.
It'll take a bit of work, but you bring a healer in after you realize I can't just drown the man to awakeness.
Oh, I did. I really knocked him out.
Oh, he is negative a decent chunk of health.
Gotcha.
Then he'll come by. He'll do some basic little healing and patching, some poultices and smelling salts. About. Oh.
Good evening.
Ow. He looks at your armor, looks at you, and just looks absolutely fucking terrified.
I don't mean to bring you any harm unless these answers that I get from you are less than satisfactory. I just want to make that clear. First of all,
Faint smell of weed.
Wine.
It looks like it, sir.
Well, would you like some?
No, sir.
Very well. So, first of all, the man who has stopped me on the road. Is he your leader?
The man, sir?
The one who I had stopped on the road.
Last I remember, I was having a drink.
What's your name?
Tiberius, sir?
Very strange. We share the same name. The last thing you remember is that you were waking up, or that you were having a drink.
Sir, we spent a long day working the fields and wanted to relax at a bar and have a drink.
Where do you think you are right now?
In your tent, sir.
Well, I mean, nationwide.
Mr. Ari, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna do sense motive.
Go ahead.
Or, sense motive to get insight. It's gonna be, 19.
The man is shitting himself in terror. He recognizes your armor and your insignia and knows exactly who you are. Oh my god, the Inquisition just knocked on my door. And I wound up awake. I wound up bound up in his tent. But beyond that, he seems to be believing what he's saying.
Tell me, pull out the coin. Do you recognize this?
No, sir. Did I do something wrong, sir?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay, sir. Sorry, sir.
There's nothing to be sorry of. When you were having your drink, was there anything particularly odd about it after your day's worth?
It's the same wine I've had for many seasons, sir.
Mm-hmm. This day's getting very strange. Right. I'm going to untie you, but I would ask that you remain in camp for a little while.
Yes, sir.
There's a mystery going on. Are you hungry?
I don't know, sir.
Very well. I will let you regain your senses.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I undo the knot.
He sits very still.
Mm-hmm.
The Inquisition is talking to him. He sits very still.
Right. I'm going to send you to the mess hall.
Yes, sir.
You are more than welcome to eat, but I assume that you will just be sitting there for the most part.
Thank you, sir.
Right. I gesture for one of the guards to
Looks
escort him.
Looks down his armor. This isn't mine, sir.
I know it's not. We're going
Okay.
to try and figure out why. Would you
Yes,
like
sir.
replacement clothes?
Yes, please, sir.
Very well.
Thank you, sir.
I gesture for one of the guards to come in and take him to the mess hall
You will be
And
escorted out of your tent.
and have someone watch him.
That's it. It's gotten to late afternoon, and it's getting to be about bedtime. You give your reports, you write down all of your things, you give your orders for the evening, guards or watches being set up, and I guess you're gonna go to bed.
What a strange day.
And that's where we'll leave you for now.
Okay. Oh.
And we'll come back to that. Welcome back, everyone. You know who I am.
I'm Mike Bernal. I am one of the storytellers here at Dragon's Concord. I will be playing Alvalos, a half-elf summoner.
So, tell me about your character. What does he do on a day-to-day basis? Where does he live? What's going on?
He is relatively young. He's still in his early 20s, doesn't really know what he's doing with his life. He reads a lot.
Nerd.
He's kind of a nerd, but like I'd say more of like a geek. Like definitely not like the smartest guy,
Mm-hmm.
but like he reads a lot, so he's got a pretty decent vocabulary. He will entertain himself a lot because he doesn't really have a ton of friends.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, like he grew up with a lot of imaginary friends, and this is what then manifests as his summoning.
You've summoned your imaginary friend as your pet.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. What does your monstrosity look like?
His name is Sleazestack, and he is a kind of like a tall lizard-like creature, bipedal. It's got a long tail that kind of like lashes out
Is he
behind
covered in
him.
mushrooms?
No, go! I wait. Oh. So I was debating out front if I was going to turn Alvalos into another sweet boy, and I think that might be good. He is a scummy looking. That's why he calls him Sleazestack.
That's great.
He also has wings at this point.
Oh.
Yeah,
Do they work?
they do.
Ooh. A winged lizard. Are we talking feathered wings, lizard wings?
Yeah, very
draconic wings.
Yeah, more like draconic
Your
wings.
normal lizarded wings.
Yeah,
You see on the skates all the time.
those winged lizards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I imagine like they are very like dragon-like, that kind of like those basilisk lizard like frill kind of like almost that kind of look to them. Yeah, and so he just kind of has just been like bumming around doing odd jobs here and there wherever he could to like help people out. But he is used to working on his own, so he's got like a few items to help him like heal stuff, and then outside from that, he's just hanging out with his best friend.
Imaginary friends.
Yeah,
That's really sad.
he's kind of like I said, he's a sweet boy.
I love it. From where?
So I'm not that familiar with the campaign setting. We're playing in the dynamic campaign. So he is probably from let's say Mistari.
From Menagerie itself.
Yeah.
So from basically the Italian peninsula.
Yeah.
Cool. So what kind of odd jobs? What do you do day to day besides just odd jobs? Talking just like picking potatoes, mugging people.
So mostly it would
Mugging
be
potatoes.
mostly would just be like strength-based jobs. Like he just use Sleeve Stack as like kind of a pack animal.
Okay.
Like he'd be like two guys in a truck, but it's just like this one guy and a lizard man.
Okay.
And the lizard man does most of the job. And so he's
Fair
just like, and then on the odd occasion he might like roust some goblins or something here and there.
Okay. So just doing grunt work.
Yeah, absolutely grunt work.
Sure.
Like he might be level 5, but he did it by like grinding ever so slowly.
He's been grinding rats for years.
Yeah. Like he started super young, as I said, like imaginary friend, and
Fair enough.
and so just like just doing easy jobs. He's not like terribly ambitious. He's just like well,
Fair enough.
sure, I'll do that.
Sure. So, it's been a while since you've had a nice bath. It's been even longer since Sleeve Stack has had a bath. He may never have had a bath.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
yeah.
You forget about him. He wakes up the next morning.
Just like boom.
Oh yeah. But you managed to come across one of the small inns that dot the road here and there. It's getting to midday, mid-morning, and better than sleeping randomly out in the rain. Speaking of rain, it looks like it might be raining not too distant this afternoon, this evening.
Mm-hmm.
So, probably a good place to rest for the night.
Okay.
At least, don't go too far.
Yeah.
As you make your way in, it's maybe 2-3 rooms, this entire place, including the main tavern room. I say tavern, it's someone's living room, basically. It's just a small way stop.
Oh, okay.
There's a small gnome behind the counter. He's sitting on a little stool, jotting down in a book, jotting down. Mustache and long beard. Oh, can I help you, sir?
Oh, I was actually...
Oh, can I help you too, sir? It's just looking up at this
Oh, yeah, that's
6
my buddy.
foot, 7 foot tall.
He's fine. He's fine.
Oh,
We were wondering if you needed any help, maybe moving some stuff around, any like hard labor you need done, maybe in exchange for a night.
does he bite?
No, but he will claw the hell out of someone if you want us to.
He's kind of warring with himself of, there was that one ass, didn't pay his tab.
We can collect. It's not my favorite thing to do.
Oh, well, now that you mention it. Yes, I think we need some chopping a tree or two for some deadwood, and there's this drunk down the road a little ways. He comes in, stays the night whenever his wife throws him out for the evening. He finds his own company here, and has racked up about 70 gold worth of tab at this point.
Oh. That's a lot.
He enjoys his wine and enjoys his women and enjoys his drink and enjoys taking a room.
Okay.
He is also about twice my size and a quarter my age.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't like him much either.
All right. Yeah.
Brought some trees by him if you want to cut the trees down and take him in with you. You can use the firewood.
All right. Yeah. We'll start with that.
Oh, good. He's not going to bite me, is he?
No. He's fine. Sleestak, out back.
Sleestak just walks through the door and sits around out back, and you hear a poof. It just lands heavily outside back.
Yeah.
Oh my. What is that thing?
Oh, he's my best friend.
You see all of his life choices just going through his head in this moment that brought him to this exact moment in his life where a man has walked in with his best friend, the dragon. And he just, every life choice goes across this man's face and he's not sure if he's happy with his life at this moment.
Oh, look, we'll get that wood chop for you. And then that other guy, we'll get the money back and he's not going to be such a big problem anymore.
So, his name was Gorash. Big man, lots of tattoos, just likes hitting stuff. He's got 3/4 of a beard. I think got a chunk of it burnt off.
Oh.
I don't like questioning.
Yeah, it sounds like he's already had a pretty rough life.
It makes
About to
my
get rougher though.
Oh dear, I don't need to know that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Deciding whether to actually send you as a hit squad after this man. Okay, he lives down the road, about a 15-20 minute walk. It's the second house on the left. First house, don't go in the first house. Lady Arundel, she makes a lovely pie, but she will talk your ear off.
Oh, okay.
She is very lonely.
Oh.
She could probably use a friend.
We all can't make our own best friends.
More life choices. Across his face. Well, if you do stop in, tell her I say hello.
These pies she makes, she just is talking to her the price of admission?
It seems to be.
Okay. Alright. I'll just go out back with a sleeve stack and let's take a look at this wood!
Okay.
And then I'll just grab a couple of logs to split and just put them on and I'm do one of these.
He just slashes the log in half.
Good boy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, sleeve stack! Just we do our little handshake.
What's his strength?
His strength is 16. Plus 3.
What's your strength?
13.
Okay. So yeah, definitely. He's learned to tone it down and not just snap your spine.
Yeah.
It took a while, but he got it eventually.
Yeah. There's definitely a scar where a bone is pierced the skin.
So yeah, you spend half hour, an hour. It's a fairly small stack of logs into a slightly larger stack of cut logs.
I'll grab a couple of the stuff to bring inside. You just grab the rest, buddy. Right. And then where do you want these?
And the stump that you're cutting out.
Oh no, the stump stays out here.
Oh, sorry. What's the done?
Yeah. And then we just walk back in and where do you want the?
Oh, that was very quick. Just by the fire is fine.
Okay.
Here's a little fireplace. Got a small little fire going.
Yeah, I'll just maybe put 1 or 2 on and one on the edge to kind of dry out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Zach walks up, puts the pile next to the fireplace.
All right. So we got. Do you want to get some pie, real quick?
Yeah.
All right. So we head over to Lady Arundel's house.
Sure. It's a quaint. Villa is generous. It's nothing palatial, nothing fancy. It's just a small little. It's probably was might be a servant quarter or something like that. It's been spruced up a little bit. Got a couple of rooms and a nice little, decently solid wooden door and stucco.
Okay. Why don't you stand up by the road real quick?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
Stands in the middle of the road and just flexes.
do like one of these.
Just does the pose.
And then like
and all.
yeah, and then I'll just like knock on the door.
Who is it?
It's you don't know me, ma'am. My name is Alvalos. I'm running an errand for the innkeeper.
It's lovely, man.
Yeah.
Do come in.
Oh, great. I got a friend.
How lovely. I love friends. Hold on, I'm coming.
He's like a big, like, dragon man looking kind of guy. So don't be like, I just want to prepare you.
What?
He's like a big dragon man looking guy.
You see the door open? Coke bottle.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you look like a lovely young man. Come in.
Can my friend come in?
Oh, I see your father.
No, he's my best friend.
Oh, I like having you. She's maybe 4 foot nothing. Yeah. She probably was about 5 at one point, but she's just hunched over. It's just that shuffling.
Mm-hmm.
Come in.
No, I'll like come in and like wave Sleaze Stack in.
He'll come on in.
Yeah.
Just look around.
The innkeeper said you made a mean pie.
I do no such thing. My pies are lovely. Terrible man. How dare he say that?
No, this is some of my street slang, I suppose. Mean is a good thing in this sense.
Oh. Then you are very mean.
I like it.
Good.
But yeah, so I heard your pies are really great.
Oh, of course they are. I've been doing that for 60 years.
Oh, man. I mean, you've probably mastered them at this point.
Oh, no, dear. There's always more to learn about pies. So, here's the trick. So you see her kind of shuffle over towards a pie, and she goes, well, here's the trick. She shuffles back towards the chair, and just kind of puts one hand, puts another, and just slowly sits down in the chair.
I'll have like Sleaze Stack push it in for her.
Oh, you're a very kind young man. She kind of reaches up to pat her on the cheek, just can't reach, just like. So here's the thing about pies. You'd be very careful on what kind of fat you put in them. If you let your butter get too warm, the pie gets really and she goes through a dissertation of pie crust technique and methodology. You follow some of it. You can see the sun, you can see the shadow in the room and the sun slowly just tracking across the floor. So then once you get to the baking stage, still going.
Hey, I've heard something about your neighbor not being, not getting along with his wife too much sometimes.
Oh, grandma, something.
Yeah.
All the G words.
Yeah.
He is very mean, but not the good mean, the bad mean.
Oh. Has he done anything mean to you?
He said my pies were terrible.
All right.
I didn't talk to him since.
Okay. Do you know if he keeps any weapons on the premises?
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Okay. What time is he usually around the house?
Oh, most of the afternoon.
Okay.
Unless he's out with those low company women he keeps sometimes. But you didn't hear that from me. I would never say a bad thing about anyone. Isn't that right, Sleaze Stack? Mm-hmm. Good boy.
Yeah, he's great. So the major reason the innkeep asked me to come out here, turns out that he's been
Just her glasses, puts them back on.
taking advantage of the innkeeper and his
Terrible thing to do.
Yeah, he's really gracious, and I think he needs some help. Kind of asking for him to actually pay for the stuff. So that's where me and Sleaze Stack come in.
Oh, are you one of those, what's the word? Enforcers I've heard so much about.
I like to think of us more as...
oh, sweetie, you don't have to explain to me. I've done enough in my days.
Oh, Mrs. Arundel. The stories...
Lady Arundel, thank you very much.
Lady Arundel. The things that we could get into. I love this talk.
should come by again.
I will definitely come by again.
Would you like some pie?
Yes, please.
Oh, of course. She slowly stands back up. Slowly pushes the chair back and shuffles away into the kitchen.
I'll have Sleestack put the chair back in where it's supposed to be.
It'll take a few minutes to hear things kind of shuffled around. You hear the cabinets opening, and she comes back with a slight steaming pie.
Oh, this is so good.
Of course, here you go, sweetie.
Thank you.
You can have this.
Thank you.
You can even keep the pie shell and the pie tin if you wish.
Oh, that's very kind.
It's a nice clay pie dish.
If I can, I will bring it back. There's a chance I might not.
That's totally okay. If you die, it's fine.
All right.
It happens.
I'm sure. Wait, what?
What?
From meeting Mr. G over there?
What about him?
Do people go over there and die?
No, dude, not that I've heard.
Oh, okay. The dying is what? Related to the pies?
I hope no one's died of my pies yet.
Okay.
Well, there was that one man who choked on the pie, but he ate too fast.
Okay.
Rest his soul, he had 40 of my pies before he died.
Was it a contest?
In 2 weeks.
40
I don't know
pies.
if it was the choking or the lard.
That sounds like a great way to go, if I'm honest.
He died with a smile on his face.
I would too. Well, thank you very much.
It may have been a rictus, it's hard to tell. Alas.
Alas, indeed.
It's blueberry.
Blueberry. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Lady Arendelle.
Of course.
You have a great night, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Oh, come back anytime you wish, dear, both of you. You've been an absolute treat and a darling and a dear.
Thanks. Come on, Sleaze, let's go.
I want some pie.
Yeah.
He ducks out the doorway.
Yeah. All right.
She's gonna carry the pie. So you go bust this man's kneecaps.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna knock on his door.
It's another little small building, similar size to Lady Arundel's. Nothing crazy, nothing massive.
Any sign of disrepair or anything like that?
Some. It's not well kept up. The ring pole on the door is kind of rattly, and the hinges aren't put together. Okay. There's no garden. Not like Lady Arundel. She had a nice little garden and everything.
Okay. How rusty does this door look?
Meh.
Okay.
If you probably with the good luck could bust it down.
Yeah.
But it's not like about to disintegrate on you.
Okay, that's cool. I'm just gonna knock regularly on the door.
Cool. Yeah. What?
Hey, this is the innkeeper sent me by.
What the fuck does he want?
He said that you won a contest. You get this free pie.
Oh shit! All right. Move, woman. He just kind of. It's like he's shoving a few things out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Man opens a door.
Pie.
First off, I'm going to describe him,
Okay.
and then pie. Brick Shithouse is not that far. Also, you're disrespecting Lady Arundel's pies?
I'm trying to.
How dare you?
Both pie, and then break the thing as well.
That's fine. Brick Shithouse is a good way of describing it.
Okay.
From his long pointy ears to what you normally, it's a very thin elven face, but solidly built. A lot of battle scars, lots of cut up. I bet you thought he was an orc, didn't you?
Yeah, I was like, what? Elf? Okay.
A lot of battle scars. He's wearing nothing but hastily thrown on trousers.
Nice. Okay.
Make an attack roll.
Okay.
He's flat-footed.
What am I adding to this? If it's just an improvised weapon?
So you're gonna be. Do you have weapon finesse, anything like that?
No.
Cool. Strength and base attack bonus.
Jesus. Okay, cool. Oh, that is base attack bonus 3
Plus 3 this level.
4. Wait, it's 3 plus the level?
No. At this level, it's.
Oh, it's 3. Okay, yeah. Then that is 4 plus 18. It's a 22 to hit.
He goes, what? Right in the face. D4 plus 1.
D4 plus 1.
Plus 2 because of your strength.
Okay. That is a 6.
Sleestack's gonna haul off and slug him as well.
Yeah. All right. Then that will be. That is a 16 to hit.
That's gonna hit. He's a little bit dazed right now from taking a pie and a pie pan to the face.
All right. And then that is. Ooh.
His claw's only a D4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not until he can get larger
Fine.
than that. But yeah, so that's another 4, so a total of 10.
You hit. Sleestack just holds him and just punches him in the pie pan, the half a pie pan on his face left. Roll initiative.
Okay. Where's the money, man? you have 70 gold. It's cut. Okay. Initiative. Oh, that's sad. That is a. Oh, no, that's his initiative.
Yeah, it's a decent roll for enough years.
Yeah.
Did you take improved initiative?
I did not.
That's your dex bonus.
Okay. And that is a 18 for me.
He's gonna. Your companions will run off your initiative just for sanity's sake.
Okay, cool.
So, he takes it like a champ.
Uh-huh.
He's definitely staggered as he roars, and he's seen kind of half fumbling, trying to wipe pie for something behind the door frame.
Mm-hmm.
Can't seem to get his hand on it quite yet. That's gonna be his round, trying to get pie off his face and grab something over there.
Can I see it?
It's literally
That's a big bit behind.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's reaching for something like near the doorway. What you doing?
I'm gonna have Sleestack just like push him like into his own house,
Sure.
and then I'm gonna try to grab the thing.
Sure.
Okay.
So, you'll see a thing called CMB.
Combat. Yeah.
You're going to roll that. Normally,
That's
there's
really
chances of him attacking you back. He can't see what the fuck is going on. So
Okay.
CMB.
All right. That is 17.
Total.
Yeah.
He's dealing with that. He's going to get shoved back a good 5 feet.
Okay.
Make a dex check for me. For you.
Okay.
And you're just trying to quickly run in and grab the thing.
14.
Your hand lands on a haft of something. It's a big, heavy wooden rod of something.
Okay. Can I just pull it out?
It's a battle axe.
No!
A full-on battle axe. It's got some dude's hair still on there from last time he took a dude's head off.
Yeah, and then if I can, I want to back out as much as I can and let Sleestack go to work.
So,
Finish it off, boy!
alright.
Well, no, I was like, leave him alive, but...
Oh. Disappointment.
yeah.
So, the elf is trying, finally gets the pie out of his face, looks for the axe, isn't there, just turns around, grabs a chair, and just wails on Sleestack.
Oh, okay.
Roll to confirm on that. That's gonna confirm. What's his AC?
AC is where? Oh,
Yeah.
it's a 15?
That's gonna confirm.
Okay.
6. 10 damage,
Okay.
and the chair just shatters. So now he has 2 clubs, but no chair. He's covered in pie and a fair whack of blood. And he's down a couple of teeth.
Okay.
What you doing?
Sleestack, time to go to work!
He, for most of his attacks, he'll take a -4 to make them non-lethal.
Okay.
Claws are harder to knock someone out with than just claw and rip and rip.
That makes sense. Alright. I understand. So I took that multi-attack feat that we were talking about. So
What you're gonna do is you're gonna 5-foot step. Oh no, you're right there. So you could 5-foot step if you want, and you do a full attack. So you roll all of your attacks,
okay,
just at a -2 because you're doing all of your attacks at once.
okay, then I will do that. So it's a -2 for that, and then you said it's a -4 for so a total -6. Okay,
You're just going to town on it. You're just rolling dice and hoping for good rolls.
16
16 total.
for yeah. Does it go for all 4 of them? In one go?
You still roll all your 4 dice.
Okay,
I
so-
don't know if you're adding anything if it was 16 on the die or whatever.
Yeah. So it's 15 on the die, 16 total.
Cool.
16 total, 15.
Okay.
Ooh, natural 1.
That's gonna miss.
Yep. And that's cocked. That's 18.
Hit, miss, hit.
Okay. So I was
So
going
claw,
claw, tail slap misses, and then the slam.
Roll damage.
Okay. So that's 2d4. And 1d. What is a slam? Is it a d6 or a d8?
Probably d6 for medium creature.
Okay. That is 7 bludgeoning.
Adding strength for the main attack and then half strength for all the others.
Okay. And that is.
It's going to be double your strength because the first one's full and then the next second two are secondary attacks.
Okay, I see
So
that.
it's going to be double strength.
Alright, so Eidolon, so that's plus 3, so.
Plus 6?
6, yeah.
What's your total?
So that is 7 plus 6, so 13.
He just sack of shit hits the ground. He has both of his clubs and just. So he's like, and just kind of like knuckle punches him.
Yeah.
Tries to hit him with the tail and then just shoulder checks him. And the guy just gets knocked around and just falls flat on the ground.
Alright, I'm gonna kick the clubs out of his hand.
They're
Okay.
scattered around. After a few minutes, after 20, 30 seconds of silence, a woman who is dressed enough to not be stared at by everyone, but only barely, and people who aren't staring are probably embarrassed to see her as little clothes as she is.
Yeah, okay.
She kind of steps around and goes, "Who the fuck are you?"
Here from the inn, tavern. Oh, sorry, ma'am.
Whatever.
Are you, his partner, wife?
Date for the evening.
Oh, jeez. Has he paid you yet?
Not yet.
You want to shake him down?
Oh, I know where the money is.
Alright, let's go get that.
Done. She walks into the room. A few minutes later, you're shuffling and scrambling around. She comes back with a small wooden box.
Okay.
She tries to open it. She goes, "Was it you?" Hands to sleep stack.
Yes, sir.
And it's full of coins, silver, gold, copper.
Nice.
She reaches in and goes,
How much is yours?
"Hand, about this much." Puts it in a small pouch. She goes, "You busy this evening? I got freed up just now."
Hey, that's great. I gotta see a man about this cash.
What's the sleep stack?
What do you think, buddy? Okay, yeah. That's probably
Not enough scale.
fair. We'll find it someday. Just
She just shrugs and makes her way out back into the road.
how much cash is left?
Probably a good 70, 80 gold.
All right.
Just adding it all together, it ends up being about 83 gold, all told.
Okay. I'm gonna leave 13 gold with him,
Okay.
like on his chest,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna kind of hey, wake up, buddy.
Oh, he's out.
Oh, okay.
He is gone.
I will write him a note.
Okay.
Dear Mr. G, came by and I collected what you owed from the innkeeper. Here is what was left after your lady friend took her share.
Okay.
Don't try coming back to the inn or this will be worse.
Fair enough.
And then I'll head back, and then I'll put the busted box on the desk, here you go.
The innkeeper's kind of like, "Oh, that was quick."
I mean, most of it was talking to Lady Arendelle.
Did you have one of her pies?
Not anymore.
Oh, it's a shame. He starts counting out the coins and putting little stacks and going through all the math, looking at the different coins, chewing on one, goes and does all through. There's a couple of coins left. He goes, "That's a weird one." Well, for your troubles, he tosses you one of the coins.
Oh,
Here, for your troubles.
appreciate it.
It's no coin I recognize. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever... Have I ever seen anything like this?
Knowledge local, knowledge history, knowledge nobility, knowledge religion. If you have no ranks in it, your cap is 10.
Okay. I do have knowledge history.
Sure, roll it.
Ooh, that's a natural one for a 7.
Doesn't mean you fail.
Yeah.
No, it's no stamp you ever recognize from history. Ben doesn't do anything. It's a solid enough coin.
All right. I mean, I'll take it and figure it out. We'll figure some use for it.
And then you both walk 1 room, 2 rooms, separate rooms, together. I'm not going to judge.
No, I don't want to take up too many spaces in your spot.
It's appreciated.
I did leave a note with him. I told him if you try to come back here and do the same crap, that we'd do worse. Hopefully that's enough to keep him away.
Good.
Also, here's a battle axe for collateral for next time.
The axe is as tall as he is. You ever pick him, kind of put it under the desk and hear it clang on probably other weapons?
He'll probably be able to, follow the trench that I've dug with the axe just dragging it.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. You gonna get something to eat?
We'll get something for the two of you. Not a problem.
Cool. Yeah.
I have one of her pies around as well.
Oh, I'll be honest. I gave it to Mr. G.
I don't need to know any more details.
Okay.
But okay, strokes his own. What does he want? Does he eat?
Yeah, he likes to eat.
We'll get something ready for the two of you.
Yeah.
It's a lovely meal. You get a moderately warm bath, then you're gonna bed down for the night.
Yeah, like at one point I'm just like, this is life, right? Yeah. No responsibility, is just kicking ass.
Yup. And that's what we're gonna call that part.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
And next up, we have our lovely boss.
Oh, I get to be the boss.
You do get to be the boss.
Yeah.
All right, Michael, what are you here? What are you playing? What you got?
Yeah, so I am Baxter Twill. I am a totally not a kitsune humanoid.
Not in the least.
Who has a penchant for using short swords to poke people as a swashbuckler. About 5'9", 5'10"-ish, 175 pounds. Very slight, very, very lithe. Looks like he may have been a dancer because he is a fencer, which is like a dancer with a sword. So, yeah.
Where are you from?
Oh, that's a good question. So, Baxter is in his normal state, he is a white Arctic fox style. And that is because he hails from the northern lands. He is from the Chellic lands to the north. Sort of out here, got bored, heard about some of the exciting things going down in the south, and decided he was going to, try and sow his wild oats a little bit.
So whereabouts are you now?
Well, I guess I'm wherever you want to put me.
You're pretty much in the Chellic land still.
Okay.
You've gotten a bit further down. You're basically out of Scotland, back into Ireland.
Okay.
Then
Then
Irish area.
I would say, oh, by the way, as an aside, I don't do voices if you haven't seen season 1.
I do, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll cover all of the voices, it's fine.
But occasionally I may slip into a little bit of Irish. But we'll say he is just past the south. So basically where Hadrian's Wall would be in roughly real world. So like central Great Britain,
Chellic
central
lands.
England area. Yeah.
What do you do on a day-to-day basis?
I take on as a mercenary / caravan guard, depending on whatever's available in the area. My specialty is sort of being the guy that You got the big burly fighter that's always in the heavy armor and everybody goes after first.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more of the guy that dances around from the back of that guy
Okay.
and sticks you in the side while you're distracted. So,
Okay.
more of a finisher than a stand-up line fighter.
Okay. Well, I can tell you this much. Your business has been booming. You may or may not have pieced together all the details, but you know that people are a little more uneasy lately. There's been a little more talk of banditry raids, things happening in the woods, the she not quite being so friendly. But rumor and hearsay, nothing of any sort of concrete. Sense motive. Sense motive. How much have you pieced together from your travels?
Oh, man. I got to pick out which dice I'm actually going to use for this character.
The D20.
Oh, I know. I just have 5 sets of D20s.
Of course you do.
I'm going to go with these ones. These are my beautiful dice.
I appreciate it.
Sense motive. I'm actually trained in that one. 24.
Cool. Yeah, there's definitely, you've seen a lot more caravans being moved about, a lot more bulk goods, a lot more tin and copper being moved around, food supplies, leather. Hell, you've seen bits of iron and steel being moved around. Not much, but enough that's been noticeable from your travels.
We're talking about like quantities enough that it's not just normal trade, it's like somebody's stockpiling.
And if they are stockpiling, they're doing it in a clever way to not arouse suspicion. It's definitely been a marked, consistent increase, but it seems that every caravan you've been on has had tin or copper. Never going together, but tin or copper in noticeable quantities. Someone's paying some good coin to move a fair whack of this stuff, mostly down south more.
Huh. I'm not super smart when it comes to especially metallurgy, but I mean, it's probably safe to assume I know that tin and copper make bronze, and that you use bronze in armor and weapons. Seems like maybe somebody's gearing up for a fight.
Arming an army. This isn't just one dude with a couple of weapons. The number of ingots you've seen moved around, it's not arming a nation, but it's arming a sizable war band.
There's always usually a fair bit of money in fighting for the winning side.
Someone certainly thinks they're going to be on the winning side with all this war material.
They're going to try to be. That'll be yet to be seen. But, I'll follow those caravans down and see, where this is all headed. See if maybe there's a place for a experienced, scout maybe, or a fighter.
Most of the way down, you have your, it's maybe 3-4 horses moving most of your goods in a couple of wagons. It is by far not the largest caravan you've seen, but those tend to be run by nations as opposed to small merchants. But it's not just a dude and a horse. This has been put together to actually move cargo, and as soon as you seem to show any sort of competence, they bring you right on board. Mix of humans, elves, 1 or 2 half-orcs, and a dwarf. Just some mix of bodyguards, some mix of merchants. Some of them talk more money, some of them talk more, this is how you stab the person.
The whole time that I'm with this convoy, this caravan, I'm going to be pranking first the dwarf, and then I'm going to make sure I get at least the dwarf and the elves.
Okay. What is your plan?
Just sow a little bit of mischief, so maybe take something that looks like the dwarf really appreciates and just kind of move it into one of the elves' packs. Maybe take something from the elves and move it over into the humans' packs. Little relocation, not theft. Theft is bad.
Relocation.
Yeah, just a little bit of, hey, where'd that go? Why do you have it?
Stealth and sleight of hand, please.
Ooh. Well, the sleight of hand is going to be a little bit difficult. 'Cause I'm not trained in that.
It's going to be basically one or the other. If you can succeed on one, the other one won't matter as much.
All right, so we'll do stealth. The only thing I have any points in that I can do.
Sure.
No, that's a 10. Well, maybe not a no, but it's a 10.
So as you go up towards one of the days you've bedded down, you go up towards the dwarf, kind of looking at his stuff and kind of just trying to figure out, well, he's got this, he's got that, I don't really know. You notice, just as listening to the conversation happening around, the dwarf stopped talking. As you look over, the dwarf's staring right at you,
Oh, hello. Hi, I'm Baxter.
which you won't.
Well, I was just coming over to see how you were kitted out. You look, dwarves are burly fighters. Wanted to see if you could really stand up in this kind of a fight.
Bluff check.
Oh, see, now this is something I am good at.
Lying your ass off.
Hey, when you fail at stealth, you got to be good at something.
It's true.
That is a 14 plus 12, 26.
Oh, he completely buys that look of, he just kind of scowls at you.
Hey, look, I've been doing this a long time.
I can see that. So, what you're gonna do? And he just leans into the best way that a warhammer can crush a skull, and then a collarbone, and then just goes through. You got this man talking.
Outstanding. I'm going to politely excuse myself after I get his name and make sure that he thinks we're the bestest of friends.
Do a diplomacy check on that. How to nice and calmly get out of this situation rather than.
Okay. I'm going to put this over here because I don't like rolling. I got this lip here that's making it uneven. 15?
So as you try and excuse yourself from the, I gotta get no. So I got one more thing. Hold on. So, if you lean in with your left foot.
Tell you what, you can definitely talk the talk.
Yeah.
Can you walk the walk? I mean, I'm a slight guy, but you sound like you think you could do some stuff.
Medic, we're gonna need some help. He has no expectation you're gonna survive a single hit.
Oh, I'm not even gonna unsheath until I'll give him the first swing.
All right. He carries himself not like a warrior, like a trained, skilled fighter. A lot of it is brute force.
Mm-hmm.
But the brute force he has in spades.
Yeah. If he hits, it's going to hurt. Mm-hmm. We'll see how this goes.
All right, let's do this. One of the half elves just like, oh, why do you have to do this? Every person we meet, this is why we don't have friends.
Oh, we're friends here. We're just having a friendly competition. See who's...
Please don't die. I don't wipe her corpse up.
Hasn't happened yet.
Something pride cometh fall. He goes rooting in his bag he starts laying out potions and herbs and ointments and poultices. As the dwarf kind of goes, all right, let's do this. He doesn't even bother, you've been with him for a day or two, and he doesn't seem to wear much armor. He's got his boots, his trousers, and that's about it. And just a couple sacks and bags on him. All right, let's do this. As he brings you out to, there's a small clearing in here, and not far from the camp.
All right, I will take out my very tiny little short sword.
I like this.
And I'll just kind of stand. All right, I'll give you the first shot for free, just in good sport.
All right. As he pulls back and just throws the warhammer at you.
Throws it?
Chucks the warhammer. He's a good 20 feet from you.
Okay.
You've seen people fight.
Mm-hmm.
He's big. He's going to be kind of slow and lumbering. There's a fluidity to that fling. He's got every muscle moving in the right position.
Nice.
What's your AC?
25.
Cool. You're not going to be flat-footed. You know the fight's coming. He doesn't crit you, but it's going to be a solid hit.
Make sure I've got something I don't hear.
Uh-huh.
And this doesn't count as a melee attack.
Not this one.
Okay. Yep, go for it.
Cool. $18 damage.
Okay. Ow.
It doesn't cave your chest in, but it's a solid hit in the shoulder as he starts charging towards you. Biggest grin on his face is pulling out a little hatchet.
Okay. Well, his big ass warhammer is already. You said it was 18 damage?
18.
Okay, so that leaves me with 19 left. That was a good hit.
You're up.
Um,
He is just charging towards you, super happy.
so I'm going to attempt. I'm going to meet him halfway, attempt to tumble past him,
All right.
and then strike in the back.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics, and I'm going to burn a panache to get a +6 on this, or to get a d6 on this.
Alrighty.
So you want to keep this or in the tray? It's
Roll it again. It's fine.
okay. I mean, it would have been.
Roll it again. It's fine.
That's a natural 20.
Cool. Good news. That's a great number. Bad news. It doesn't auto succeed.
No, that's fine. That's a 30.
I mean, it's going to succeed.
Yeah, that's a 37 total.
Because you just did your big thing you can do. He runs up, and comes to about your chin on his height. He's only got like 1.5 feet of space under that pant. And as you run up, you just kind of run up and you just drop to your heels, slide underneath him, do a quick heel catch on the ground, and use that to roll yourself back up. You're behind him. Do what you want to do.
Yep. Gonna stab him in the somewhere that looks like it's not super well protected.
He's wearing a bandolier.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
He doesn't even have a shirt on.
dwarves.
Barbarian dwarves with armed defense.
All right. So I'll let you figure out the bonuses after I roll this because I don't know what this will count as.
He's going to be flat-footed. Did not expect anything like that to happen.
So 18 plus. So this is in my threat range for the short sword.
Cool. So we're going to see if it hits.
So 18 plus 7, 12. That's a 30 plus. Yeah, at least a 30.
You hit. Roll it again. This is the problem with crits. You can't say, no, I don't want to crit him.
15 plus 13, 28.
That's going to crit.
So
I believe you get that crit point back. The panache point? Since
yes,
it's
probably. I don't actually know how I get the panache points back.
I think it's daily, be awesome, and succeed on crits.
Yeah, like I get my charisma in panache when I wake up, but then it's like stuff happens and I get them back and I spend them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super great. That's only 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Even on the crit?
So I roll. I get twice the damage, right?
You double everything.
Yeah. So
Double.
the short sword only does 2d6 plus 2 or 1d6 plus 2.
So it's going to be 2d6 plus 4.
Yeah. So it'd be 2d6 plus 4. So I got a
Cool.
5 and a 2 plus 4.
Cool.
And then I don't actually know what the critical thing for a short sword is.
18, 20 times 2, I believe. 18 to 20
No,
times 2.
what the critical specialty for it is. I know what my threat range is for the short sword, but I don't know if it does anything special if I hit with it. No? Okay,
If
that's
you
not
have
a
a
thing.
class thing, yes, but by base weapon?
Okay.
No.
Oh, wait, no.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 5 because I have precise strike, so that's a 16.
You get into the flesh of his shoulder, and you get in deep, but it almost feels like you're stabbing into armor. His skin is just that tough. He definitely takes most of it.
I'm going to burn a panache to make that 10 points for a 21.
Cool.
So I actually do more damage than he did to me. Because that's important.
Pride, fall, cometh, etc., etc. He howls, both in pain and excitement, as you stab him deep. as he turns around, huge grin on his face, drops the axe, and just tries to punch you in the face.
Does that count as anything I can do an attack of opportunity on?
You can counter because he's doing.
I can do my
attack.
opportunity parry and riposte, but
So you've seen brawls in taverns.
Mhm.
This man's got a little more skill than just a tavern brawler.
okay.
It's full-on skilled punching. He's got some training behind him. It was going to count as a melee weapon.
Okay. So I will use the opportune parry and riposte,
All right.
and that will burn an attack of opportunity,
Uh-huh.
which gives me a +1. So from an attack roll, as if she were making an attack of opportunity. For each size category, the attacking creature is larger. Take a -2. Must announce before the attack roll is made. Okay.
I've made the attack roll.
That is another 27, 28, 29.
And you just, if yours beats his, he doesn't get it. I believe is basically how it works.
If her result is greater than the attacking creature's result, the creature's attack automatically misses.
He just drops the axe and goes to punch you in the chest, and you just take that blade and just press it off the line. And he's just smiling like this is the best day of his life.
If upon performing a successful parry, I have 1 panache left, I can make an immediate action to make an attack against the creature's attack she parried, provided he's within my reach.
He is indeed.
That's actually the lowest I have rolled so far. That is a 19.
He is used to fighting people who have some sort of like cognitive ability to defend themselves. That's gone from him.
Oh crap!
He is
He's one of those
wide
dwarves.
open. He is just taking every hit.
Oh god, he's one of those dwarves.
Go ahead.
5 points. +5, so 10 points.
Another stab. He takes in the other shoulder. He is just bleeding from 2 massive holes. Looks at you, smiles, and as you're drawing your weapon back, if I remember correctly, he is actually able to respond to you hitting him, because that's an attack, with attack opportunity. He's just going to punch you again.
I'm going to use a panache point to use menacing swordplay. Oh no, I don't even spend a panache.
What action is that?
So at 3rd level, while she has at least 1 panache point, he, in this case, when a swashbuckler hits an opponent with a light or one-handed piercing melee weapon, I can choose to use Intimidate to demoralize that opponent as a swift action instead of a standard action.
So Swift is going to be on your turn, since you're responding to him. It's his turn.
Okay.
So, cool. That will miss. He swings wide, looks at you and goes, and just passes out.
Hey, is he going to be okay?
The clerk just goes,
Meanwhile,
Is
I'm
he still
like,
breathing?
I'll check. I don't have heal, but
Make
I do have heal.
Make a heal check.
Oh no, I don't. I can use it, but I don't have any points in it. Oh, it's a 19 anyways.
He's still breathing. It's slow and labored. He's probably bleeding to death. Because he just ran out of rage and his con went down.
Yeah, you probably want to patch him up.
There's a lot of blood.
Yeah, I only poked him once.
There's a lot of
Twice.
blood. He had about 150 pulse rate for a few minutes there. For about 10 seconds there.
He's not a bad fighter. Needs a little more refinement. Not bad.
This man has no refinement. He has dex and throwing things.
He had dex as a dwarf.
Yeah. There's some fun things you can do with dwarf and barbarian. Clark walks up and just, oh my god.
The good news is he'd be good in a fight.
You hear her mutter to herself. And lay on hands. You hear channels of power. Dwarf opens his eyes and goes right up at the elf. Is the other one dead?
I'll reach a
good,
hand
you're
out.
not dead.
Nope.
His hand just kind of encompasses yours and just shakes. As he slowly gets to his feet. He's still bleeding a little bit, but... Where'd my hammer go?
Over there.
He walks up and just takes it up and just hefts it and back on his shoulder, picks up the axe, puts it back in his belt. We can do that again.
I'm Baxter, by the way. It was good talking to you.
Uh-huh. And he just walks off. He sits back by the fire and starts chugging.
I'm going to go out of sight of him and be like, ow!
Uh-huh. There's a reason the cleric used heal spell versus channeling. One of you looked really hurt. The other one was able to hide it.
Yeah. It's a downside of being
Charismatic.
charismatic.
So, come back into camp. Anything you want to do before? Want to try and steal something from someone or something?
Nah, I think I've given that up, and I'm probably bruised and don't really feel like being sneaky right now, so I'm just going to ride out the rest of this caravan.
Cool.
Maybe try and gather some information about, what people think is going on.
Sure. Gather information. Diplomacy.
And I'm going to try and specifically figure out who the backer of this caravan is, and diplomacy is 18.
Cool. The general gist of the next day or two that you're going to get from talking to people is no one's quite sure. This isn't unheard of. Occasionally some caravan guys are just, yeah, we got paid to pick up the thing and move it over there. We don't really know. But usually they can at least say we have papers. This is the caravan of, in case someone accosts them. Someone goes, hey, who are you? Why do you have this stuff? But it is uncommon to see a caravan this large not having papers.
At all.
They were paid and told, you're going to hand it off. They picked it up from a previous caravan, and they're just going to hand it up to another caravan. Looks like they're hopping caravans with the cargo.
That's not normal at all.
Oop.
It's almost...
If you're going long distances, you want to go quickly, you'll hand it off.
Mm-hmm.
But it also doesn't have the same urgency of hand it off and they immediately need to go. It was, okay, we're going to hand it off, and the next day you guys can go off.
No. Curiouser and curiouser.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll follow it. I'm going to see if I can't finagle my way onto the subsequent caravans until I can figure out where it's going and who might potentially be the recipient of my potential services.
Sure. As you're wrapping up this caravan route, you get to where you're handing.
Oh, and of course asking for payment for my protective.
As you're wrapping up this caravan route, because payment's at the end of success, not just take the money and run again. Everyone's getting paid off. You're going to finagle your way into the next caravan, and you're handed a small sack of coins. Three total about 15 gold in a mix of gold, silver, copper. As you're counting out your money, one of the coins catches your eye.
Oh. That's an interesting symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Do I recognize it at all?
Knowledge local, knowledge history, knowledge nobility, knowledge...
Knowledge, nothing. Yep. Not trained in knowledge, nothing.
You can still roll, you're going to cap it at 10, and the answer's going to be no.
Yep.
The answer
Aw, that was a 19.
Caps at 10. Common knowledge. It's not of any coin you've seen in any of your travels, north, south, east, or west.
Now I'm really interested.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody, even if I don't end up shacking up with these guys, if somebody's making a move and establishing their own new kingdom and currency, that could be lucrative, but also potentially bad. A certain amount of war is okay. Too much war,
Problems.
not bad. Not great. Are all the coins this way, or is it just this
Just
one?
that one coin
Just
that's
that
in
one.
your... A couple of the other guys have some mixed coinage. Mishdari has had its arms up here to some degree or another. Trade happens. So you've got a couple of Mishdari coins, a couple of Zarthaginian coins. Trade is trade. They don't really care too much about where the coins come from. But that one stands out as odd.
And they're all the right way. None of them appear...
Everything seems to be legit.
Okay.
You've handled enough coins in your day. All the other coins seem legit.
New player in town. Interesting.
Seems to be.
Yeah, we'll keep following these caravans. If are they allowing people to hop to subsequent caravans?
They've got seem to be no problem with that. Doesn't seem to be
Okay.
anything against it.
Well,
So yeah, you're gonna hop the next caravan and spend the rest of your day going down the trail and then bedding down for the night.
Yeah.
And that's where we're leaving that one.
Is that it?
That's gonna be it for this one.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are leaving our adventurers off at the time. Next week, we'll find out where those coins are coming from and what they all seem to have in common scattered across the world. Thank you for joining us at the Dragon's Concord and the Dynamic Campaign. See you all next week.